Hello, and welcome back.
We are
the Quality Control Chicks. Getting better at it. Today we are going to talk about something that Lisa absolutely loves to talk about all the time. Something
just me. Janae hates it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You just have a better, you can talk more to it because you're always the one who brings media.
Physical media. Ironically, I only have one physical media to bring for today's topic, being physical media, but I think it's the most fun example that I was able to bring anyway, so.
Yeah. Gotta love Amanda Bynes.
I do. This was like when she was in her prime, and I love this movie.
Yes, me too. Yeah, my issue is I don't actually have that much physical media. Like, I do love to have it. Like, I used to, growing up, like, I had a whole collection of VHSs.
Me too.
Yeah. And sadly, like, my family gave them all away when we moved out.
Same. I think I kept, I kept ones that I recorded off the TV myself. Mm-hmm. And then otherwise, I kept Princess Diaries.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. I don't know why that's the only one I kept, but I was looking through stuff, like when you go home for Christmas, like I always look through whatever old stuff is there. And it's the only one I found, so.
I wish that I had, thought about it more when we went off to college, because, I was like, oh, yeah, I'll eventually, get to it. And then also, too, going to school for film, there's so much talk on, VHSs and anything that's on tape is going to degrade. Yeah. And people are like, there's no point in really, keeping that stuff, and it's going to be kind of not valuable at a certain point. But then there was this huge resurgence of VHS, pretty much end of college to after. I swear, everyone started collecting them, and people were selling them for lots of money. If you could find a really old, in good condition set.
That brings me into something fun. I was so my coworker Mark, if you're listening, shout out to Mark. He also collects a lot of physical media and told me about Vinegar Syndrome, where I spent way too much money on the weekend buying physical media. He has this whole collection of VHSs, and he goes there a lot. And he said he found, which is apparently incredibly rare, so I can only pray they get another copy, and I happen to go, Shaun of the Dead on VHS. Oh. And they charged $40 for it, which sounds like a lot, but first of all, it's rare, and second of all, every other one I've seen online has been $70 plus. Someone is selling one in the States on eBay for $3,000.
Holy shit.
It's a rare find. Yeah. And now I'm incredibly upset that I don't have one.
Yeah. No, I can imagine.
But usually this was probably $1. You know, it's not in the best condition. Actually, when I went to Vinegar Syndrome too, also shout out to them, they're great. I'm going to go there constantly. They gave me the mask for free.
Oh, I love the
because
mask.
It was in such bad condition, but I couldn't tell because I'd picked it up from the spine. Oh, and then when he was ringing it up, he's like, I'm just going to give this to you because it's not in great condition. And I was like, okay.
Do you mean the box itself?
Yeah, the front of the box was just, I mean, even this is kind of banged up, but I got this from Value Village, so.
Yeah. There's just something so nostalgic about VHS, and if you have a player,
which I do.
Yes.
I don't just have them to have.
A working player.
A working VCR, and I have records and a working record player. I'm not just collecting stuff I can't watch.
The rewind doesn't really work, but we eventually got the rewind to work.
We have a universal remote now, which we actually were able to configure with the VCR, and we got the rewind to be able to work. Before, you had to watch it to the end of the tape, and then then rewind.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to do that, which is nice.
Don't shove any cookies in there.
Yeah, not cookies.
What are you going to shove in there?
We don't want to talk about it.
We can't go off the rails this early.
We don't want to talk about it.
Oh, boy. Well, before we get into this week's physical media topic, I have seen a couple movies since we last recorded, and the few that I watched at home, I started to note
Nice.
So that I could, one of them I watched at home, one of them I watched at the theater. So first of all, I saw Clown in a Cornfield thanks to Final Girls Film Club. I always almost say Final Girls Support Group because that's a book that I've read.
Yes.
Final Girls Film Club gave us tickets to see Clown in a Cornfield. You couldn't go, so I went with Jack. There were multiple instances throughout this movie where I saw reflections of camera gear. Oh. And there were two that stuck out that I put them in my phone after because I'm not going to be that person who takes my phone out in the middle of the movie. A lot of people were doing that, and I was really fucking mad.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Terrible theater etiquette lately.
It's awful. And it's so worse bad for horror movies because people just like don't want to get scared. So they just pull out their phone. They're like, what am I going to order on fucking Uber Eats later? It's like, I don't care. I don't want to see that.
Don't go to the theater if you're going to do that. Just rent the movie at home.
The theater is not your living room, and I can't be any more clear than that. Do not fucking be that person.
Yeah.
But for this movie, there was an instance, there's a parade scene, because they kind of do this, like, big parade to honor Friendo the Clown, which was this big, like, mascot for the like, main, like, factory that basically runs the city, burnt down, and there, I believe it's the, like, mayor's wife is standing next to him, and she's got these, like, not aviator, but they were, like, yellowish tinted lens sunglasses on. Boom mic.
Oh.
Huge, like, dead cat, which is the cover that goes on a microphone of a boom mic, like a windsock. Just, like, massive reflection of that, and it's all I could look at. And then in the last scene, when the characters are, like, driving off, you're like, ooh, Frendo's gone. Not to spoil the movie. That doesn't really. There's reflection of camera equipment in one of the cars, like, pretty badly in one of the front windows.
Oh, man.
There may have been more, but those were the two. Because I made this note. I started the note the following day when I was watching a different movie to note down stuff from that one. And I was like, those two I really, like, clearly remembered. And then the other movie I watched was Neighborhood Watch, which is Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Jack Quaid. Like,
oh, yeah.
I want to say, like, buddy cop, but not really. Like, Jack Quaid's kind of this, like, mentally ill guy who got out of an asylum but still isn't, like, quite on the up and up, so he still has a bit of psychosis. And so no one believes him when he tells this ex-security guard who thinks he's a cop that he sees a girl getting kidnapped. Nobody believes him. So, like, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as the security guard is the only guy who, like, takes pity on him and is like, okay, let's see if this is actually a thing. Horrible way to explain that movie, but the movie was, like, very simple. There's camera gear in more sunglasses at 34 minutes in. And I have timestamps for this one because I was watching it on my TV. 34 minutes in, there's camera gear in someone's sunglasses. And then the campus security, there's a scene where Jeffrey Dean Morgan is talking to his old coworker who is the current security guard at this high school campus. And they're standing in front of a door. And you could tell that the actor playing the current security guard was probably told to stand at a very specific spot so that the camera wouldn't reflect on the door behind him. But at the very beginning of the scene, he's just slightly not hitting that mark, and you can see the full camera setup. And then the rest of the scene, you can tell that a direction was probably like, hey, can you, like, scoot forward a little bit so that you cover that?
Oh, no.
So I had to just update with both of those things because they were noticeable QC stuff in movies I just watched.
Oh, my gosh.
Otherwise, I just watched Until Dawn, and there was nothing of QC to note in that except that I thought it was horrible.
Burn. All right.
I was waiting for a work delivery, and I was just like, I'll just put this on while I'm waiting, like, eating dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
I was telling you, like, I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd, but I gave it a generous half star to make it 2 stars because it looked like they did a lot of the effects practically.
Yes.
And I really appreciated that. But
that's okay. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still curious enough because I love the game.
Yeah, I love the game too.
Sorry, Jack. I know I leaned in for a second there.
No. You're just that excited about it.
Yeah. I love the game.
I love it.
I love Until Dawn. I actually do love it. And if anything, the movie just made me want to replay it or play is it a remake or a remaster? I feel like it's a remake.
I heard it was a remake.
Yeah.
It's like the only... Yeah, because usually if it's like full price game, then usually they've remade it from the ground up. But I could be totally wrong.
They updated all of the graphics. It's still the same like actors in the game, but apparently they also added an ending too. So that wasn't available in the original game.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, that sounds interesting.
I definitely want to play it again at some point because we definitely did not save everybody on our playthrough.
Yeah.
So
I only played through once too, so I feel like I haven't fully, utilized the game because the whole point is that you can get different outcomes and stuff like that. So I should play through it again.
I've watched people do playthroughs where they purposely kill everybody too, which is also fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I could personally do that because I would still want to try my hardest. Like it would go against everything in me to play a game and purposely try and kill everybody.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch other people purposely miss like QTs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's fun. Unfortunately, I don't have any examples of this past week and a bit. Mm-hmm. I haven't been feeling the greatest. So I've just been kind of watching Survivor.
Yeah, not a lot of
Survivor.
QC. It's okay to see camera gear in that.
There's a lot of dead pixels in Survivor.
Oh, I believe that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty normal with reality TV cameras. So
yeah, reality TV
when
documentary.
we worked together, like we saw that a lot on a lot of those nature docs and with the animals. So that was pretty standard QC stuff, but nothing TV movie related, unfortunately, to add this week.
No, that's fair. I just happened to watch 2 movies that let a lot of that slip through in the last week and a half. So,
well, we might as well get to it.
Let's do it. So we'll start by saying that this week's episode is still film related, but it is a bit more of a pivot because it has to do kind of with stuff we've touched on in previous episodes. It's more on the marketing side of things. So we'll be talking about any printed merchandise, typically like box art, so DVD, VHS, Blu-ray, or posters, or anything like that associated with marketing or selling a film, but mostly with regards to physical media, because there's a lot of that floating around, and I thought it would be fun to talk about. We touched on it a little bit with the water bottle in the Downton Abbey in our first episode. First episode, right? No, not our first episode.
I think it's the second one.
That might have been Objects in Frame. No, I think it was Objects in Frame.
Yeah.
So that was like the 5th episode or 6th episode.
We talked about it before in a previous episode.
We've done lots of episodes.
This is 11.
It just hit me how many we've done already.
This is number 11 of the official breakdown episodes. Because we don't count the like, comment, subscribe as it was just like a special episode. Mm-hmm. And then Jack and I's Novocaine review is also just like a mini episode. So this is 11th of the main episodes.
Sweet.
Even though it's 22 of the breakdowns, we're not doing them in order. This is a newer breakdown.
Yes. Yes. So, first one, What a Girl Wants.
What a Girl Needs.
Nice.
I don't even think that song's in that movie.
You know what? I don't think it is either, which it was a missed opportunity.
It was, very much so. Maybe they couldn't get the rights.
Yeah, maybe. This one came down to kind of some controversies surrounding the cover of the movie.
So, it was like a weird transition from like promotional movie poster to physical media release. They changed the imagery of Amanda Bynes specifically. And I remember this one's the first one I put on this breakdown because I remember this one as a kid. Because I don't remember if I saw the movie in the theater, but I remember seeing the poster. And she's doing a peace sign, but I kept seeing the image that is now the cover, which obviously could end up for people listening. Her arm is down and kind of like I can't even really replicate what her hand is doing. It's like a claw, kind of.
She's like resting her thumb on the belt of her jeans,
but then letting the rest of her hand kind of just like tensely hang, I guess.
Yeah, it is the most awkward. Her arm to her thumb is like a 90-degree angle.
Oh, it looks like it's just gonna snap. Like they almost had her do like a thumbs up, but they were like, no, we can't do that either. Also, probably entirely not her arm. No, I guarantee you that as a random person.
It definitely isn't. Even, sorry, I moved away from the mic, but her hand coloring compared to her arm as well is just so off.
She's got like a weird farmer's tan because they've blended like someone else's slightly darker skin tone into her like shoulder.
Yeah, it's so weird. The peace sign was cute.
It was cute, but here's the thing, and what I found online was apparently they changed it for North American DVD and VHS release because they were worried that it would come across as a war protest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, here's the thing. She's wearing the white wife beater with the American flag on it.
Yeah.
And then she has these two...
She's flanked by, like, the Royal Guards.
The Royal Guards behind her. And it's like... I guess maybe someone saw that and with the peace sign was like, is this a America versus UK thing here?
But the whole movie is her going to the UK to find her dad. So there's nothing like...
Context, it's fine.
I mean, I guess the snooty British family is a little like, this American.
Yeah.
But, like, that's hardly a war statement. And also, what I thought it was as a kid, I guess I was just incredibly intuitive, but the peace sign backwards in the UK... means fuck you.
Oh.
So I thought maybe it was that, but no, she's doing this.
It's forward, yeah.
It's forward.
We're going to have to blur that now because you did that.
No, I'm just giving myself more
the UK
work.
viewers. I'm pretty sure Lisa already looked at where, like, who our viewers, where they're located.
It's like all Canada and like
there's
3 people in
UK.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
And like, Taiwan and Malaysia or something.
Yeah.
You are not going to live in Taiwan.
Nice.
Piper, no.
Piper, no. Yeah. We don't have any viewers in the UK, so I guess you can keep doing this and it won't matter. Unless we want them to listen, then
we want
maybe
you to listen, please. I'm sorry. This isn't a war protest.
Yeah, I can see why, just like, if no one has looked at the context of this movie and just like seeing the image, and during this time, it would have been like, you know, you would have gone to a Blockbuster, see it on the shelf, and maybe it would have just been a little too...
It would have been right in your face at all the movie rental places. I just, like, there wasn't a major US-UK war going on when this movie came out, so I don't really see why people would care. I want to say this was 2003.
Maybe the marketing team was worried about future and like if there was going to be...
Amanda Bynes might start World War III by doing a peace sign in front of some British soldiers.
Maybe that's what it was. They're just like, for the future though. Like, it's fine right now, but like, you know,
down the
just
line.
Make sure that people from the UK and America will still watch this movie in the future.
I want to see if we blew anyone's Mandela effect minds, though, with this, because I wonder if there's people who don't realize they did actually change it. I mean, Google's a thing now, so maybe, but like, this with her arm down is the more widely released image. So
I'm trying to remember too, because I think I saw it on, is it Netflix? It was on Netflix at one point.
Maybe it was on a streamer.
And they had the cover. I can't remember if she just had her arm down or not.
It was probably down because I don't think they let the peace sign slip through anymore.
Yeah, they're not showing it at all.
Well, even I'm looking at the IMDb page and it's the peace sign. So
is it?
Oh.
Well, maybe they don't care anymore now.
I mean, they shouldn't have cared at the time.
Yeah.
She wasn't starting a world war by going to find her father, Colin Firth, but...
Have your dad be Colin Firth.
Oof.
I'd have daddy issues.
I was going to say.
Daddy issues. Yep.
Of the best kind. If it's Colin Firth.
Oh, boy. Too funny.
Also, R.I.P. Kelly Preston.
Our next example is from The Little Mermaid. It's one that everyone knows.
This censoring makes sense.
Yeah.
This was a war protest.
Yeah. This was some next level, like, deep brainwashing stuff done by a marketing team for children. And yeah, unfortunately, in the cover of the movie, in the castle.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie. I don't even know if that actual set piece is
like in it.
Yeah.
God, I used to watch this movie like religiously as a kid.
And I know I owned it on VHS. So when we were saying before that we like all of our like childhood movies are gone, I'm so mad I didn't still have this one.
You do see the castle, but it's not drawn like this. Like, I'm very certain.
I think so.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm very certain. I'm going to go double check and look for it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the flag that people found was just with the cover of the movie.
I think so. Yeah.
There were some other issues, obviously. And
the priest was real excited.
Yeah, there's some.
It was his knee.
Yeah, I remember that got debunked because you do see 2 bumps. And I mean, that wouldn't make any sense.
He might be she got 2 legs. Maybe he was once under the water and came up with 2 of something else. I might cut this.
Oh my God.
2 knees. He has knees.
Yes, he has 2 knees. He has 2 knees.
And loonies.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But back on track.
The cover had a penis.
Yes, the cover
penis tower.
In the tower of the castle, there's one of them is drawn very much like a penis, and
like you can show boobs on the cover of like not like full breasts, but like cleavage on movie covers and stuff like that. Obviously, if it's a porno, you're going to see more than that, but that's not going to be like in most stores.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like even on a regular piece of media you could get away with there being a penis on it, let alone like it's worse that it's a kid's movie, but like yeah, that Spire is very clearly a dick. I don't know who thought they were going to get away with that. They did for like 30 years.
Once it was pointed out, it was kind of widely like regarded as, oh, it was just like a mistake, like they didn't realize that it was shaped in that manner, but it's very it's pretty obvious.
King Triton, indeed.
I mean, I can't.
Don't give me that face.
Today talk about this kind of stuff. There's lots to talk on Triton v. Daddy. There it is. I mean, Triton was daddy, so I mean, the older
Have
generation.
you see how many daughters he has?
He does.
They are not all from the same woman. Yeah. Just saying.
Yes. Yes. From the 7 seas. That's what they are. Mm-hmm. Each little mermaid is from the 7 seas. Mm-hmm. So he swam around.
I didn't actually. So a lot of these examples come from like there'll be a few on the onset like the What a Girl Wants that will generate the concept for a breakdown, and then obviously to flesh out the podcast more, we'll look some up. So a lot of this episode's examples are things that I had to look up, which is very much this next one was on a bunch of lists, and I actually had to stare at it for a long time before I realized what the problem was, because I wanted to look at the poster before reading the blurb to see if I could pick up what was wrong with it. Mm-hmm. And so in this case, this is a Blu-ray cover graphic error, because somebody, how like when you're promoting a movie, not usually on a poster, usually when the movies come out and it's on physical media release, they'll put like quotes from magazines or podcasts or something about how great the movie is. Well, they did that for this movie Nobody that has Bob Odenkirk in it. It's like a John Wick-y kind of action movie, but I think it's a little more comedic.
I'm nobody.
They clearly were using a template for the graphic of said review of the movie on the cover of the Blu-ray, and it says, an absolute blast from start to finish. Critic name publication.
Oops.
And it got released that way, which is just hilarious.
I wonder now, like, seeing that, like, the first thing that pops into my mind was this a made up, like, review? If
Maybe.
They didn't even put in the critic name publication, or did they just forget to put who it is, who said that?
Well, we can't trace it back. We don't know who said it.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't even bother to be like, oh, by the way, this was from... No, there's just...
I mean, it's entirely possible, and I'll cut it in if I find that there was a revision and they added somebody, or maybe they just replaced the quote or got rid of it entirely. But it would be funny, I guess, to see the next time you're at your local Shoppers Drug Mart where they've got the DVD discount bins and stuff.
Yeah.
If you come across this movie, I'm curious if they bothered rerunning the covers or if they just all went out this way and they went, oops, whatever.
Whatever. I mean, you know what? For it being a comedy, it's like you could just go with it and be like, "Oh, we did it that way on purpose."
Yeah, I mean, like it's an action comedy though. It's not like Step Brothers. I don't know why that's the first comedy that came into my head.
It's a great comedy.
That's the quintessential. I think that was the first comedy movie
ever. Yeah,
the very first.
So.
Mm-hmm. They invented comedy like JoJo Siwa invented gay pop.
She's great.
Yes. Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
Next example is from the Titanic. This one is something that, like, I think if you look at it, you don't initially realize.
No.
But if you're staring hard enough, you're like, wait, is this some kind of like trick of the eye? Like, what's actually going on here?
Yeah.
In the image, you see, so Kate Winslet, who plays Rose in the movie. It's her and Jack, who's Leo DiCaprio. And
not Jack, our sound guy.
Yeah, not that Jack.
I can't draw.
So she's like side profile, and like her hair's all like tousled. It's very stylized to how she is kind of in the whole beginning of the movie, where she is, you know, showing her wealth. And yeah, it's very, very...
it's an updo. It's very pinned and curled.
Yes. And then, like, in front of her, you see her hair is, like, down and, like, just wavy. And whether this is kind of, like, I don't know. Some people say that it could be, like, the differences of how she is from, like, the beginning of the movie to the end. And since it is such a long movie and was divided into 2 parts...
Sure, so is her hair on this poster.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, maybe they're showing the 2 different parts, but it is weird. It looks
so weird. I think also part of what makes it look weird is I don't think, like, her head is in a very unnatural position to the way that, because he's sort of resting his head on her, like, back of her neck, and then it looks like they comped. It looks like the long wavy hair was maybe already associated with the body that's there, and then the head was put on later.
Yeah.
It's very weirdly photoshopped. But this is one I never noticed for like years. And then someone pointed it out on like a podcast or something that I was watching. And I was like, oh my God. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
I always just viewed it as like, you know, those images where it'd be like, what's the first thing you see? And it's like 2 different things. So it's like, is it the old woman or a young woman?
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I took it as, that they were like doing it purposely. But it is weird. It's an
a
odd
weird choice. Yeah.
And I think the issue with it is I think it was just, as you said, the way they did it wasn't done well because her neck is just weird. And his face is so, like, shadowed, too.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that they just, like, took 3 different images and just amalgamated them together. Like, they don't go together.
No, it looks so strange.
Yeah, it's... Even lighting-wise, like, her hair in, like, the middle image with it all curly has that red tone that she has in the film.
Yeah.
On the side where it's, like, long and wavy, it's quite a brown color, which isn't how her hair is in the movie. Like, her hair is very red in the film. That's kind of the mark.
The long wavy hair looks like Leo's hair color, kind of.
Yeah, and that's kind of why it's giving this weird, like trick of the eye, because you're like, wait, is that his hair falling beside her? No, that's her hair. But like, yeah, it's an odd choice. I
feel like it had to have been a choice because I don't see why it would have. That's such a blatant, weird. It's so hard to explain. I can't wrap my head around it. It's just strange. Because this poster that I've cropped in our breakdown is an anniversary poster as well. So, like, if it was a mistake, I feel like they would have fixed it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, no, it's definitely was on purpose.
It's just weird.
Done very weirdly. Should have just stuck to the image of them at the end of the boat with her.
That's more iconic anyway, I feel like.
It's definitely the better Titanic image.
Yes, I agree.
Well, the next one's pretty good too.
It is, yeah. I found this one really interesting because I didn't actually, like we've said so many times on this podcast, George Lucas can't make up his mind. He's constantly changing everything about his movies. And I'm sure diehard fans will know the specifics of everything at any point that's been changed, but this one I didn't know about until I was researching. So there's actually a couple of things wrong with this poster, but one of them was in the original poster for Return of the Jedi, said Revenge of the Jedi, because that's what he originally called it. And so they'd already made a bunch of promotional material to promote that the movie was coming out. And all of those posters said Revenge of the Jedi. But I guess he thought that sounded too violent, I guess, or too not what a Jedi is. So he settled on Return of the Jedi for the official release. Although, you know what? Maybe we wait 30 years and it becomes Revenge of the Jedi again.
Yeah,
maybe it's already Revenge of the Sith, though, so they can't do that.
Was Revenge of the Sith before or after, though?
Well, it's the third one. And
so it was after. So he's probably like, that's where I'll put Revenge.
Yeah, but I guess it's Revenge of the Sith, and the Sith are the bad dudes.
Yeah, but he didn't want Revenge of the Jedi because the Jedi are the good guys.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't think that from this poster either, because for some reason Luke Skywalker is the one with the red lightsaber and Darth Vader has the blue one.
Yeah, that's the thing for me that I'm immediately, that's not right.
No.
And it's the lightsaber colors are like ingrained.
They're so important. Blue is good, red is bad, and purple is Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Because he wanted a purple lightsaber. So they said, absolutely, Mr. Jackson, here you go.
Whatever you want.
That's literally all it means.
Well, and then now that the games are out, there's every color you could possibly imagine, so.
But red always means bad, though.
Yeah, in the base of this story, you know, the red was always associated with the villain. And to see this cover that once either it was potentially supposed to be different or someone just made a mistake.
I think it was genuinely just a mistake, which is a shame because it's a really beautiful poster. Like it's hand drawn, like those classic posters, like hand done artwork.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool. And what I think is funny too is, so we mentioned that the Revenge of the Jedi was like an early title, a production working title, and then they changed it. So that's sort of, we can excuse that. But the coloring, they clearly know that red is supposed to be bad because the background of the poster where you see Darth Vader, I was about to say Darth Maul, his face is red. Darth Vader, his helmet is big in the background of the poster.
Yeah.
And the background of the poster is red.
It's red.
So why did you give Luke Skywalker the red lightsaber?
Yeah, it's giving such a different message in the image. It's contradicting itself.
Exactly.
I don't know why. It makes you wonder if, because this does seem to be, as you said, like either hand-drawn or like a print, like when you do like a silkscreen print.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe if it was the silkscreen print, maybe it was just an accidental, like, you know, they mixed up the colors just specifically with the lightsabers. Because clearly they had this through line of like, red is clearly associated with
the Sith,
with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird. It's interesting.
They clearly know the color dichotomy red is very universally, it's either love or it's bad.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. Or it's neutral, like it's, red on the guards of this poster doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't mean they're in love with Amanda Bynes. It just means it's red.
Are you starting another war here, Lisa?
The peace sign started the war. I'm just bringing it back, okay?
Yeah.
But that's a pretty universally known like color evaluation. And so to have it so duly represented on this early poster is just strange. Because even if you don't know the movie, I could see how maybe if they had seen the film and maybe in this big battle, for some reason, they switch or end up with each other's lightsabers. But that doesn't happen. So there's not really any like in-story, in-film reason why that would be different. So it just, I think it's just a mistake. Like genuinely it's just a mistake.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the poster understood the assignment.
Yeah, exactly.
So, except for the name, but that was George Lucas's fault.
Yeah. Babysitter.
Have you seen this movie?
Yes, I have seen this one.
I love her.
Yeah, this one, this poster literally is so ugly.
It's so stupid. I mean, it's a Netflix banner.
Yeah.
I would hope, like, Jack's got one pulled up now that I'll cut in. That's a way cooler poster. It says The Babysitter in white block letters, and it's got Samara Weaving.
It looks like
sort of like a pink wash with, like, glasses on. That looks way cooler than this Netflix banner
looks more
picture.
like fan art, though. Like, it's too cool to be.
I think it is a legit poster, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jack's got it pulled up on IMDb.
Yeah, it's a Netflix poster.
Yeah, because it's a Netflix movie.
Because this Netflix banner that is the example it's just so atrocious. And I'm sorry, but it's to the point of what I associate with like Netflix originals at this point. You know,
which is so sad.
It's campy. It's not very... Like, it's not done super well.
No, I mean, yeah, this film, so I believe the director is Mick G, who is not necessarily, I would liken him in a weird roundabout way to, like, Robert Rodriguez, where, like, you know what tone you're getting into when you watch his movies.
Yes.
And they're either really entertaining or they're really bad. I like the Babysitter movies.
Yeah, movies
because they're campy and silly and fun, but... Your promotional material, I don't recall it being a plot point that she had, 2 left hands? But the Netflix banner shows Samara Weaving, you can't even call it ambidextrous. She has 2 of the same hand. Because she's holding a knife and a sandwich behind her back. Sort of, she's a babysitter, but she's also up to something. I don't think they thought through what this cover was really going to be that hard. They probably had a picture of, I don't even know if that's her hand. It's a, like, different color, holding a sandwich, and then another hand holding a knife behind. Like,
I don't even think this
Daisy Dukes
is a real person. This looks
true. It could be an illustration.
Yeah, it to me is just because like the coloring of it, and it's not 3-dimensional enough.
Yeah,
it is very flat looking.
It looks like an R.L. Stein book cover.
Yes, it does.
And
that's
I'm not
exactly
dissing R.L. Stein books. I absolutely love them. It's just that's the style that this gives off. Yeah.
It's where it's not real looking.
Campy horror book cover.
Yes,
is what it gives.
Yeah, like I like the idea, but the fact that she's got
2 of the same hand.
Yeah, 2 left hands.
Yeah, like, Netflix.
Oops, someone messed that up there.
Yep. I mean, maybe it was on purpose because it's a campy movie, but I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I think someone just didn't think it through. Because the one thing I notice with Netflix a lot, especially if it's an original, is that they like to change their thumbnails. To sometimes just like random stills from the movie.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it looks so dumb.
I've seen a couple recently where like... So, like, you know, if you have a movie, you want kind of the main character to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have, like, a totally random, like, side character or something. And you're like, it doesn't immediately make you think of the movie. Like, you're not like, oh, yeah, that movie. Like, you're like, wait, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
And why is it? And you almost think it's a mistake because you're like, wait,
but does it get you to click on it? Because that's what they want.
It doesn't. It gets me to like wonder why they did that.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Especially because, I mean, like, I get why they do that. I get why they switch up the thumbnails because YouTubers do that too, especially within the first couple days a video goes up. They will change a thumbnail if they realize original design isn't getting clicks because it also might trigger people to be like, oh, did I see this video yet? Oh, I've been meaning to watch it. Maybe it's the same one, and then they click on it and they watch it. So I feel like Netflix does something similar because I don't really see other streamers doing that. I don't think Disney Plus does it. I don't think Prime does it.
They shouldn't do that.
No.
Because for me, if I'm wanting to watch a movie, a lot of the time, like, you're looking specifically for that poster that you saw when you researched the movie. Yeah. And so when you're scrolling through these streaming sites, you want to be able to see the poster. Like, that's what's going to grab your eyes. Be like, oh, yeah, there it is. Like, if it's just some random still in the movie, and especially some random person in the movie, you're like, it's not going to, like, immediately click. Because sometimes for me, I'm a way more visual person.
Me too, yeah.
Than, like, reading. Like, I'm not always reading the titles. Like, if I see that cover, I'm like, oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And that's going to be how I'll find it.
Yeah, because if it's not a movie you're, like, searching for, like, pulling up the search bar and actually typing it and looking for it, and you're just scrolling through all the categories. I mean, we all do it. We pull up a streaming service and we just scroll to see what's there. If it doesn't immediately catch my eye, like, it's caught my eye in a bad way more times than it has been like, oh, they changed the thumbnail of this movie. Maybe I should watch it. Especially if it's like a production still or like a screenshot or something. It's also not going to be as good quality either. Like, it makes the film look way more low budget if you don't have official promotional material as the thumbnail on your streaming service.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just don't do that.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I don't like.
Please.
I don't like that.
No.
You know what I do like, though? I love Nick Cage. I love me some Nick Cage. I actually just watched, when we were at the beginning, we were talking about recent movies we watched. I did watch Dream Scenario.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that.
But I didn't notice any like QC errors. No. But I really liked it. I thought it was great. It was such a weird, bizarre movie. I found myself audibly like yelling at the screen, like, oh no, oh my God. Like, I just couldn't believe like the story and where it went. Like, it was just so, let's move on.
Bangkok Dangerous.
Speaking of.
Describes that scene from Dream Scenario.
Oh, boy. All right, Nick Cage. What a guy. He is in this poster.
I think the original promotional image that ended up also being the Blu-ray, he's holding two guns. He's got one that's kind of going past his face over his shoulder, and then he's got one that's kind of jutting forward, almost pointing like just past where the camera's perspective is coming from. So he's wielding two guns in two different directions.
Doing one of those cool moves where he's getting someone from behind him and in front of him. Somehow.
Banging dangerous cock.
Yes.
No.
Jack, that was too far for Jack. He's like, no,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, line and over.
Now you've crossed
line
the line.
And over?
Crossed that line. But yeah, in this other image, he's not
holding any guns.
His whole arm is in his jacket.
And the other one is just sort of reaching out in a claw hand. They just completely, like,
you're right.
Took a
That's
different.
Really
it's not even like they took the gun out of his hand in Photoshop. They just put a hand where he's just doing a claw. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same hand from the original poster either, but he's not holding anything.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
And it makes his hand look huge. Like, it's such a weird perspective. The gun ones make sense. Like, the hands are proportionate. But this changed version, his hand in his jacket, that looks fine because it's just his arm and then it, like, tapers off when it's inside his jacket.
That perspective doesn't make any sense,
No, because his hand is humongous.
No, but even his arm in the jacket... Like, his arm would be like, so his jacket's here.
That's true. It would be like up his shoulder.
Like this. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
He was really itchy. His shoulder, his back, his upper back was super itchy.
Like, back right now. The perspective, it just does not make sense.
It's such a weird choice because I feel like it's such a common thing now to associate most action movies to have some kind of gun work in it. And it's not uncommon to have weapons on movie posters. So I don't really understand why this movie specifically thought, hey, we need to get rid of both of those guns. Like, because it's not even like the gun was pointed at the audience. It wasn't like pointed at the poster or anything. Like, it's very like almost kind of covered by the bottom graphic anyway.
I wonder, 2008, was that a year that had a like devastating shooting?
Like a mass shooting? Maybe.
Because maybe they were just trying to refrain a little from showing guns.
Yeah, it's possible.
Even though, like, again, as you said, there's so many action movies that do. But maybe just specifically that year, they were like, oh, let's remove them so it's not triggering people immediately. Maybe. It's like, well, if you're going to watch this movie, you're going to see the guns. But
I feel like there's a way they could have done that where they just maybe put the text over the weapons instead of just, like, weirdly giving Nicolas Cage this, like, lobster claw hand.
Yeah, it's just the perspective is killing me. And
they could have just done a close-up on his face and then moved the text up.
Yeah, it's just that the Photoshop of it is so badly done. Like, they could have even, just had his arm down, taken a good note
awkwardly
from,
on
What
his
a Girl
belt
Wants
with
here.
A thumb kind of thing.
Yeah.
Am I going to have to Photoshop that now? Nicolas Cage with Amanda Bynes' weird, like...
Weird arm?
What a Girl Wants thumb.
Yeah, maybe.
The cursed things I do for the sake of this podcast. Please watch the videos. It really adds a lot to what we're talking about. Sorry, Nick Cage. All your movies aren't high art, but I don't even think people watched this, so I don't know how much.
Well, not to like segue too much, but like, what is a poster that if you see the design, you're like, I hate that. Like, you know how there was that kind of, they would have all the floating heads and like every
Marvel movie had the same poster after a certain year.
Like, why? It looks so bad. And everyone was doing that. And then obviously there's like the classic rom-com one where it's like white background and then just them standing in like some kind of color or whatever.
Yeah.
With big bold text. Like there's very like classic tropes of like movie posters. What's one that you absolutely hate that you're like, I don't want to see that anymore?
Oh no. Can you think of one while I'm thinking of one?
For me, it's the floating heads. I hate the like stacked up floating heads of characters. I cannot stand that design. I think it looks terrible. I'm like, we don't need to see every single freaking character in this movie on your poster. I'm sorry. It's so uncreative.
Yeah.
Let's not do that anymore.
Do something to make your movies stand out more. But what I will say, because without like thinking too hard, maybe I'll think of a better answer like after we're done recording. But I don't love when movies do character posters. I just think it's a waste of promotional, because how do you decide, like, do you look at the call sheet and go, okay, the first 10 people on the call sheet get a poster, after that we don't care? Because I feel like you're almost kind of giving away movie points. And maybe it's like I'll watch the movie to see why I'm supposed to care why this person got a poster, but I just kind of am like, I just want to see a poster that illustrates what the movie's about. I don't necessarily want to see a poster that just shows me all the actors that are in it individually posed. In portraits.
Let's bring back like in movie like stills.
Yeah.
I love this.
Me too.
I used to like look at the back of movies and be like, oh, okay, like this looks cool. I like how that looks. And like I know and get a sense of what the movie is without even having to see a trailer. You can like look at those images.
Exactly.
Yeah, character posters don't give me anything. No. Like really all it gives is like outfit design and like I guess makeup, hair look.
Sure, which you could illustrate in the main poster if that character is big enough to warrant being on the main poster. And I'm not saying don't have variations of posters, because I like seeing when movies have multiple versions of like main film posters. I think it's interesting. It basically just seems like they're catering to social media so that everyone gets their own promotional poster they can like put up on their pages and stuff like that. But I feel like just put up the poster. I think that's just a little more interesting. If I see the same image everywhere, that's going to resonate with me more than seeing like how they decided to showcase this character for a poster for the sake of it.
Yeah, I agree. My favorite example that I recently added, High School Musical 2. It's the sing-along DVD.
I think it's a CD, but look, it's in like cross-promotion with a movie. It's still movie-related.
Yes, it's physical media that went along with when they were selling the movie.
Exactly.
And yeah, it was like Disney's like, here you go, you can sing along or use it for karaoke. And the image that's on it is so messed up.
It's astonishingly horrible. It looks like AI.
Yeah, it's brutal. I've looked at like the actual poster that was with the movie.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Sure, it's maybe
overly photoshopped.
Yeah. But this has actual extreme
mistakes.
Errors. We're seeing things like a floating hand.
Yeah, that one is my favorite.
Yeah, there's no body attached to it. It's in front of Vanessa Hudgens. She's like
doing the jump.
Yeah, doing her little jump. And then there's like this hand kind of almost coming out of her arm.
I feel like it's Monique's arm.
It is.
But they didn't put it behind Ryan or Gabriella. They just left it in front of Vanessa Hudgens on the cover. But it just was her hand that went unnoticed.
Yeah. It looks like it's coming out of her arm. And it's so weird. That's just one of the things. There's also several, like, it looks like almost like a printing error where it's kind of like doubled up. Like you see Simone's also has 6 fingers on her hand.
Monique has 6 fingers. But with Ryan, I feel like his arm was just going behind the like border that's sort of there. So maybe they like extended his arm. I feel like it's the same arm, but like rotated and then extended.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They just like pushed it so that it came outside of this like yellow border.
Yeah, because you can kind of see at the elbow where it like has been rotated and then stuck back on top.
Yeah.
There's probably still even more that hasn't been highlighted that's wrong. Like Sharpay's fingers look like they've been like incredibly extended.
I'm so surprised that this got so messed up when the original poster is fine.
Yeah, like they should have just used the original. I get that you have to rejig things for a different format, but why did they have to change it so much? Just at that point, when it's that fucked, just leave it the way it was. I don't know.
Weird.
I feel like that sometimes I look at things like this and I feel like I can hear the production note of like, her arm can't be in front of Ryan, get rid of it. And so they probably just photoshopped his shirt to cover her arm, but forgot her hand was there. Like, that's what that says to me.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely whose hand it is. Like, it didn't come from nowhere.
Yeah. I love, like, these posters, and Disney did it a lot where, like, they would have these individual people and then they would overlap them. And then trying to get the, like, perspective right.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes it just doesn't actually make sense.
I feel like it comes back to, like, being in this industry and understanding how last minute things can change. I just have to imagine it was like budget cuts and time restraints that caused this kind of issue. Yeah. Because that's how it happens most of the time in like actual footage for movies. So for things like promotional material where this bad, where there's like 3 incredibly noticeable Photoshop fuck ups in a promotional CD for a big Disney movie.
Yeah.
There's no way that was just like someone who didn't know how to use Photoshop. They clearly do. It must have just been budget and time constraints. But it doesn't make it any less funny.
Yeah.
It's just that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
The next example we can touch on quickly because we'll probably have more to say about the last one, and I added it super last minute yesterday. I was just quickly going through the last website that I was reviewing of a list, and this Hunger Games one caught my attention because I feel like I remember when this happened. So it's a Mockingjay Part 2 poster. It's a close-up, kind of like that Prey movie that came out with Amber Midthunder, where it's like a close-up of her face with like war paint on it.
Yeah.
But it's Jennifer Lawrence, and it's like red paint in the shape of what I think is a mockingjay. And there's text over her face that says 100 days until, or 100 until days. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. That's not even the fuck up. The fuck up is that they've put 100 days large over her face, and then in the middle, in smaller text, they have the word until, but it cuts into the middle of the 0, the last 0 and 100. So it looks like they've put the word cunt.
Yeah, they made that 0. Here's the thing, too. The D, like, is also broken up. Like, the 0 and the D are broken up. But the D, they don't have, like...
The connector, like it's both sides of it that are broken up? Yeah.
Yeah. For this 0, it straight up looks like a C.
Yeah.
So they
put the word cunt on a poster for a YA movie.
Yeah. Oh, brutal. I wonder if someone got in shit for that.
Probably. I would think so.
Isn't the C word your favorite swear word, too?
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my favorite.
I thought we had this discussion once, that it was like your favorite swear word.
That's the one that makes people pause when you say it, right? Like anything like fuck or shit or damn or whatever, like those are just common swear words. But when you say cunt, people are like, whoa.
You know, apparently... Like, it's really popular in the UK.
Oh, it's colloquial in the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you fucking cunt to, like, your best friend or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more shocking to hear.
It is, like, the one swear word that makes people stop and be like, whoa, too far.
I mean, here's the thing. I love the drag scene. I love RuPaul, and I hear that word a lot.
Oh, yes. That's another case where it's
doesn't even faze me anymore. But, yeah, not good on a young
adult movie poster. Yeah, no.
Next thing we want to talk about is kind of basically just how of recent with AI. AI is hugely popular now in terms of, you know, making posters, making marketing material. It is also, you know, highly
Controversial, yeah.
People are noticing it, pointing it out.
As they should be.
Yeah, it's not... We're trying to, like, especially people in the film industry, they're trying to
save our jobs here.
Yeah, we're trying to shut that shit down. Unfortunately, even some big blockbuster films are still doing it.
Yeah.
And some notable ones of recent that I found were Fantastic Four and Civil War.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, that one was one that I remember. Yeah, the movie's not... It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
So this is still like, this has been the marketing material that's been going around. Yeah, immediately when it came out, people flagged it.
Yep.
There's kind of an image of like, it looks like some kind of protest or march or something. Actually, it says "We love Fantastic Four." So it looks like people maybe rally.
Yeah, probably more rally than a protest.
Rally type deal. And obviously the movie's set in an older time period. So it's the 40s or 50s?
Jack?
Unless I'm wrong.
Maybe
they're going
60s?
to space, so I want to say 60s.
Oh, 60s. Yeah, you're right. 60s. Because she's got the one girl's got the big, like, beehive hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1960s. And so we're seeing, like, a lot of people holding, like, very old-fashioned cameras. Notably, the first thing people noticed in this image was a man's hand holding a flag, and he literally doesn't have enough fingers, which everyone knows with AI. AI has extreme difficulty generating fingers.
Yeah, that's the main... If you can't already tell something's AI, look for the amount of fingers. It's either too many or not enough.
Exactly. Like in the poster for High School Musical.
Yeah, although that was not AI. But it looks like it might as well have been.
It literally looked like it could have been. And that's the same idea, right? This one, this guy only has 4 fingers. I mean, some people only have 4 fingers, but I highly doubt.
Maybe he's a Simpson character.
Maybe. I definitely see this as being AI. And also, too, people pointed out that the camera, the woman in front of him is holding this camera that you actually film with it by looking down.
Yeah.
So you hold it to your chest and you look at the viewfinder from above.
Yeah, and it's like
And, here's the thing. I understand that some actors, as we've talked about, sometimes don't know how to do, in our last episode, don't know how to do things properly.
Yes.
But I think for something like this, where it's not just straight out of the movie, this looks like a promotional image that they've just generated for the movie, not pulled straight from it. I think seeing her hold this camera wrong proves to me that this is AI. Because an AI person, it's, they're just going to draw art from everywhere. So you're going to have the camera is one thing, and then a person holding a camera is another.
There's also another guy holding a flag really weirdly. I don't have anything that's remotely that shape to sort of illustrate, but he's holding a flag, but he's not holding it as if you would hold... It looks like he's holding it through, like, the middle of his fingers and kind of, like, claw gripping it.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, would you hold a flag, like... I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it audibly.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you'll see what I mean, because I'll also put a close-up of this in there, but it doesn't look like he's actually holding what he's holding is the best way for me to say that.
Yeah.
The angle of the hand is wrong for what he's holding in his hand.
Yeah. This image, it screams AI.
I think what happened was they generated an initial image with AI, and then they went in and tweaked the important bits, like the text and the, like, probably people's faces, if there was anything wrong with that. And then anything beyond that, they didn't pay enough attention to.
Yeah. And that's a good point to bring up, too, because text is another one that AI really struggles with. And so that would make sense that you could, if the text was weird, you could definitely flag it as AI. Yeah. But you're right. They definitely would have gone in and fixed just that.
Because especially with this image, the text is what tells you what movie this is promoting. So they would absolutely have paid the most attention to that part of it and probably weren't cluing into a lot of other little things that made it very clear that this was an AI-generated image. Until it can generate an image with proper text and everyone having the appropriate amount of appendages, I think we're
Yeah. I will say, did you see that recent update to AI? It's like Google VO3 or something that just came out. It's made things very realistic.
Has it?
Now AI characters, like for video, they can speak to each other.
Oh, ew.
Yeah. AI characters can have conversations with each other now.
No, I don't like
and
that.
also, like, the facial movements. Usually when you watch AI videos, like, prior, the mouth, as we talked about, the mouth always looks weird and stuff like that. They've gotten so much better.
I have noticed that.
They're even doing ones with, like, newscasters, like fake news. Yeah, it's getting scary.
Fake news.
So they can make it seem like, and here's the thing, people like you and I, we're going to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of like older people who like don't know.
Yeah.
And they're going to see these like fake posts and they're going to like take it as real because it is getting so real looking.
It's getting quite indistinguishable even to people who know what to look for.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my whole like little tangent side thing, but it's just because I've just been finding it so freaky lately. It's just getting insane.
And these Civil War posters are wild.
Yeah, so the Civil War posters, the funny thing about it is like none of these kind of images are actually in the movie.
I was going to say, I haven't seen it, but I highly doubt this has anything to do with the movie. So why was this the promotional angle that you took?
Yeah, exactly. I think they just wanted to do this like take an idea and then they just like showed a bunch of stuff.
You know how you do that? Photoshop. Take an idea and just do it. Don't use AI.
Well, yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, on just kind of quick glance, you would think that maybe these were just real images.
I would say I would give Photoshop that statement to you for the first one that looks like it's in Florida.
Mm-hmm. It's the other two,
Miami, yeah. The other two, I don't know. That screams AI to me right off the bat, especially the giant swan.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can go out of order and just talk about that giant swan.
Sure.
Because a lot of people were like, oh, maybe it's just one of those, like, the couple boats. It's like a giant swan.
Like a paddle boat?
Yeah, like the paddle boat.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, I think it's just like a paddle boat, and they're coming up on a paddle boat. But
no,
it doesn't. If you look at it close enough, it's not reading as that. No. You should have like the wing down so you can see that it's a paddle boat. Mm-hmm. Like that's supposed to be just a giant swan.
Which, like, if it has nothing with the movie, it just leads me to be like, why? Like, I've seen Jacks from Stratford. We've seen many swans.
Yeah.
They are not that big.
Yeah.
They're terrifying, but they're not that big.
When they spread their wings.
Sure, yeah, but that one's just proportionately in the water is not to scale.
Yeah, it's the same size as the boat that's coming up on it. Yeah.
Which again, are they like, oh, it'll entice people to see the movie because they'll be like, why is there a giant swan in the movie? Like,
yeah, I don't understand what this promotional image is trying to convey. Like, I don't understand the message.
I remember people I know seeing the movie and saying it was really good, and then I looked at the posters like this, and I was like, what is this movie about?
Yeah, you can't get a sense from the posters.
It's called Civil War, but what the fuck is the movie about?
Yeah.
Captain America or shit? I don't know.
Right?
Well, so the first image looks on first glance like not bad, right?
Kind of looks like a GTA poster.
Yeah, it's very GTA. The lighting is really cool. Mm-hmm. It's very nighttime Miami.
Yeah.
But upon closer inspection, the one broken down, destroyed car has 3 doors, which I don't know about you, but I don't know any cars with 3 doors like that.
Have you been to Miami?
I mean, hey, if someone wants to educate me on that,
have you heard about Florida?
Let me know. But that's
no, yeah, that's
never seen a car like that. And yeah, that would be a mistake of AI. AI takes essentially several images and just like amalgamates it and just makes this like new thing. But again, it's stealing art, it's stealing images from online.
Yep.
So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it would just take the image of probably several crashed, broken down cars and combine them together, but it's not getting it right.
Yeah.
And same with the second image. So the second one is in Chicago. So I've never been to Chicago, but viewers online were quick to point out that there are two buildings in Chicago. They're actually on the same side of the river, but in this poster, they show them on opposite sides of the river, which, so geographically, like, that's not actually, like, how the landmark is.
Forgive my Canadian ignorance, but aren't most Americans going to notice that? Like, this movie is, like, I feel like America the movie. Like, it's American Civil War.
Yeah.
What world could you get away with a major American city's geography being incorrect in a promotional movie poster?
Yeah. Like, I think...
thought that people wouldn't notice that?
Yeah. I think that one's probably the most significant example because it's literally changing a fact about a city.
Like, are there any surreal elements of this movie?
No, I don't think so.
So what the fuck?
I think the movie's supposed to be this kind of commentary on kind of the crash of society.
Right.
But
so
it's
are the
not
posters
supposed
meant to be like hypothetical societies, or like I just don't understand why you
completely
would
change where a building is?
Yeah. Why? I don't. It makes me so mad. Like, why?
Yeah.
There's no reason. You just didn't want to hire a graphic artist. Is what that tells me.
I'll read the synopsis. So the plot, so here it says from Wikipedia, the plot follows a team of war journalists traveling from New York City to Washington during a civil war fought across the United States. So it's really like kind of this, it's one of those like apocalypse movies where it's like supposed to be more based on reality, based on...
Not if you make your posters AI.
Yes, exactly. It makes me so mad because upon hearing that the movie was received so well and did so well.
Yeah, people liked it.
Yeah. So that means and I heard it was shot beautifully.
Yeah. Well, so, Alex Garland, I think, is the director, right? He's known for being a very visually inclined director.
Yeah. So it's like, if you have such beautiful visuals, why are you not using that as your promotional material? It doesn't make sense to me. The only reason I could give for using AI images is if your film is about that. If we could do a apocalypse film about how AI is taking over and, shit like that. Like, that would be the reason why you could have your posters be this AI creation.
Yes.
Like, it'd be very Black Mirror, very meta. But unfortunately, this movie isn't that.
I know. If something like Dream Scenario made AI posters, that I would understand.
Yeah.
Because it's a very surreal movie. Mm-hmm. I mean,
even then,
I still don't love it, but more so than a movie about American Civil War.
Yeah.
I would understand.
In terms of what makes more sense, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think in general, AI, unless it's being critiqued in a Black Mirror style way, it should not be used in your marketing. It's lazy. As I said, taking away jobs. It's lazy. It's stealing work.
And if it's not scrutinized enough, it's going to put a really bad reputation on your film before people have probably even already seen it. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to think that what other aspects of this movie or TV show have been so just lazily put together without enough thought behind it.
For sure.
It's such a stupid promotional choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope that more movies recognize that for future and for their future marketing. However, I just have this fear that with the rise of AI getting even better, that it's going to get to this point where it's being used so seamlessly without people being able to point out we did in these examples. I guess we'll see if that ends up happening.
Well, but even worse, we won't see. We won't know.
No, yeah, it's just going to have people losing jobs. Which sucks.
We don't need more of that in this industry, guys. Come on. It's already been a rough few years since COVID and writer strikes. Let's get back on track here and keep people employed.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have an AI take over. Now that they're starting to talk to themselves, and just saw a video stating that apparently now they're saying that the code is starting to write itself. Or
I heard that, yeah, rewrote itself
cool.
to yeah. Great. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm scared for the future.
Yeah,
of not just film, of just tech.
It'd be pretty interesting if we get to see kind of the end of
What if AI becomes its own Hollywood and just like starts like auto-generating its own like film industry?
Its own?
Maybe that would keep us employed, honestly. We have the human film industry and the self-run AI film industry, and they are separate entities.
Yeah. Today on the podcast, we're going to talk about how AI made this terrible movie.
Yeah.
There we go.
And the podcast is just AI generated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine if we just do an AI generated breakdown and not tell anybody?
That'd be terrifying.
I think people will be able to tell.
Yeah. Probably.
It's pretty soulless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, it's getting better, but...
There's horror movies that have come out in recent years that I won't name, that a lot of them I would believe the scripts were AI generated.
Yeah, that's another doozy.
One of them, weirdly enough, touched on AI, so I feel like it's a whole mind experiment. But that's a conversation for a different podcast.
All right. Well, we're at our level time. End of our podcast where we go through each example we talked about and rate it from 1, 2, and 3. 1 being kind of a lesser evil, something that, you're pointing out, but...
Blue lightsaber.
Yeah, can get away with it. 2 is a flag that we think you should have probably fixed. But again, not the end of the world.
Someone signed off on it.
Yeah.
It's a purple lightsaber.
Yes. And then 3 is an absolute, you should change that. It needs to go. That's
Sith
so
Lord,
bad.
red lightsaber.
All right, those are going to be the levels?
For this one, yeah.
The blue, purple, and red? All right.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say instead.
For this one.
All right, so what a girl wants. Is it a blue lightsaber,
purple
or red?
It's a red, guys. What wars were we protesting way back in 2003? I don't see why that had to even be remotely a problem. It feels to me like one person said it, and they were like, well, one person said it, so...
Yeah.
Someone else is going to think it.
Yeah, I don't think it was something that needed to be changed. But again, I think if we're basing it on the initial thing... that it wasn't an error, so then that would be a 1.
True.
So, they were the ones who decided to change it. In our case, we would flag things that would usually be like, do we think this thing is so bad it should be changed?
I'm giving her weird thumb a level 3. I'm giving the actual change of peace sign to weird thumb a 1, because, yeah, you're right. It was an internal thing. I don't think anyone publicly said something.
Good point. All right, I'll agree with you on that one.
Yay!
Little Mermaid is a definite red lightsaber for me.
It's a red rocket. That's bad. It's a children's movie poster, and you put a penis on it.
Yeah, that's something that immediately the artwork should have been changed.
That is awful.
Yeah, it should have been questioned why that was there in the first place, and then why it wasn't changed immediately.
Exactly. It went for years unnoticed, which I think is just or it just didn't get as widespread without the internet.
Yeah, I think, I also think, too, I wonder if people just didn't look that closely at, physical media. I feel like we scrutinize things so much more now that the internet has come into play. I feel like once we had the internet, that's when people started, these images from Disney were floating around a lot more.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's hilarious. That's a 3. Who let that go to print?
Definite 3. 100%.
Red lightsabers all around. Critic name publication. I agree with your statement about the movie. An absolute blast from start to finish.
Yeah, and it's something you can fix.
Yes.
You can go back and fix that in your...
Easily. I mean, it's very sad if you realize a mistake after so many copies of the Blu-ray have been distributed.
Yeah.
But you can change it. And how many people were buying this movie on Blu-ray?
Damn. All right.
I love physical media. But this movie specifically?
Damn.
People like this movie. Good reviews.
I know. But
I haven't seen it, but
I'm just saying. How many people are like, I need to own this movie specifically on Blu-ray?
Well, whoever's
at least
listening, let us know if you own this.
Exactly, yes. And does it have the mistake on it, or is it a retcon version?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Titanic, I think it's a 1, only because I think they picked this creatively. I do think it looks weird, but
It has to be creative because it's, like I said, this is an anniversary poster and it's still there. It's just a really weird design choice.
Yeah.
That people didn't clue into until it circulated on the internet. And the people were like, yeah, why does she have 2 different hairstyles? That's so weird.
Yeah. Star Wars with different color lightsabers.
I'm going to give it a 3 for the reasons I said before. With the poster itself clearly understands the color, what am I trying to say? The color, like, theory of it all.
Yeah.
They understand that red means bad. And they clearly knew that character, like, that is very clearly Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader being depicted with the incorrect lightsabers. So I feel like that, yeah,
I think it's just a 3 error.
It's a level 3 mistake.
I think, like, if this came out, immediately I would be like, wait a minute.
There's something wrong.
Didn't we just make this movie and it's supposed to be the other way around? Like, that would be like okay, pull this right away, or like don't even release this because we've messed up. We messed up the colors. Like,
I think George Lucas got lucky that he changed the title because it was an excuse to reprint the posters.
Yeah,
with the correct lightsabers.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely a 3 because that would be like a big oops moment.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie. Babysitter. Like, 2 left hands is bad.
It is pretty bad.
It's like a 3, I think.
I think I would give it a 2 just because, like, the movie is campy. So, like, as much as I don't think it was an intentional decision, I think it's not like it was Schindler's List. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a serious movie that couldn't get away with any kind of, like, flub on posters or promotional material. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most serious movie in the world, but it is, like, when you notice that it's wrong, you're like, again, how did people not notice that?
Oh, I realized earlier, too, when we were talking about this, I said 2 left hands, but it's actually 2 right hands. Yeah.
Either way.
That her thumbs are both facing left, but it's 2 right hands.
Yes. There's no fixing Nick Cage's hands.
Yeah, Nick Cage here, this one's brutal. I think it just looks awful.
It's a 3 because, again, I look at this and I go, what conversations were being had that led to this being changed?
Yeah, and it doesn't give anything about the movie. Like,
there's so many movie posters with people wielding guns. There was nothing significant that happened around the time that we were aware of to prompt that kind of, like, immense edit of promotional material around a movie that probably nobody watched.
Yeah, and also if you're going to have bullet holes on the
but no gun
new image, then why bother? Like, it doesn't make sense.
A very weird decision. High School Musical, that's a 3. High School Musical 2 sing-along karaoke series,
brutal.
That's bad.
This one is like next level. It's like if there was a 4.
Yeah, if this could go off the charts.
I would give this a 4.
This is
This should not have been printed.
blown out, busted up lightsaber.
Yeah. It's, oh God. I just don't know how people didn't look at that and go, that turned out terribly, guys.
It's so funny. It's an easy 3.
Great film, though.
Oh, yeah.
Love that film.
It brought us Bet on It, so...
It's cinema.
It's true cinema.
Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it.
Golf courses will never be the same.
Demonetized because we monetize totally.
Totally. We make so much money. All the money off of this podcast.
I really don't think my little 1-second cover is gonna...
Maybe I'll remix it.
Nobody really wants to hear that anyway.
Don't remix it.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Great. I'll look forward to that. Oh, you'll have already heard it.
It's definitely like one of my favorite like moments of it in a Disney movie.
They didn't choreograph it. They just were like, let's just shoot something. And Zac Efron was like, let me make this iconic.
Well, I know my sister watches this podcast, and she in like when she was in like high school or whatever had to like record something for one of her classes. She recorded herself doing the whole Bet on It.
I love that. If you can get us a video.
If I could get it from her, it's pretty great. She nailed every move.
I believe that. I need to see this. Even if I don't cut this in.
This on the podcast.
Even if I don't cut this in, I need to see it.
Yeah. Great clip.
Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 on 100 Cunt Days.
100 Cunt Days. That's a 3.
That's a 3. That's bad.
Yeah, you can't even argue that.
There's nothing really to elaborate. It's just bad. A swear word ended up in a movie poster for a teenage popular dystopian movie franchise.
Yeah, whoever did that lost their job probably. Mm-hmm. That's why you need a QC person. Mm-hmm. Don't let that get to.
That's why AI shouldn't come for our jobs.
Yeah,
these next two examples that I think I'm giving them both a 3.
Yeah, I think I am
Civil
a 3
War
as well.
And Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I think 3 because I think there should be no forgiveness when it comes to AI.
No, and I think both of these movies didn't need to be using it. It doesn't showcase anything about the movie. It doesn't make me want to watch the movie anymore. And they weren't scrutinized enough to make sense and make it less obvious that they used AI to generate the images in the first place. It's like you used it so carelessly that it doesn't give me faith in the creative integrity of the projects.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That said, I am still curious about the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
But
to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I saw the trailer, and again, I thought the trailer looked good.
It didn't use AI. Unless it did, we didn't notice.
Well, apparently now the Oscars, you have to disclose if you're using AI.
Good.
When you submit. And I'm hoping a lot more award shows do that as well. And then maybe that will that will deter movies from using AI in their films. Because that will probably hinder their ability to win an award.
I hope so. I hope that happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, that's everything. We covered all of our examples.
We did. I feel like we can't end another episode with fuck AI, so we have to think of something else as a closing. We've already used that.
But I just love to say that.
It's just so true.
Well, okay. Well, what would we end it with?
Let us know your favorite physical media mistakes, and maybe we will feature them on a part 2 episode, because we are always open to revisiting even examples we already talked about. If anyone has any insight and stuff that we have already discussed, or examples that we missed that absolutely we should have covered, please let us know. As we stated with the last episode, we have people actually starting to send us examples to the point where we end up covering them. So please keep that coming. It's really fun to see what you guys notice that maybe we didn't know about or completely forgot about, and it was staring us right in the face. So
yeah,
that's the fun thing about QC, is it's everywhere.
Hey, maybe you even have it at home and they'll tell you and you can pull it out.
Pull out your old VHSs and DVDs, dust them off, and closely inspect them. Because maybe it could be worth money too if it's a rare reprint or misprint. You never know. Yeah. We might be making you a millionaire. You're welcome.
Yes. I mean, VHS, they're worth your heart.
Exactly.
You gotta love the nostalgia of a good VHS.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway,
physical media for the win.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bet on it. Oh, jeez, that was loud.
Quality Control Chicks podcast is produced and co-hosted by Lisa Cumming
and Janae Perez.
Audio mix and master by Jack Rudy.
You can follow us on Instagram at Quality Control Chicks Pod for BTS, bonus content, and clips.
You can give us a watch or listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows.